Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So this is the second video of first chapter, that is class as the basis of all computation. And in this video we will talk about object and class. So let's start. So now for a moment forget the programming and we will talk in general. What is object? See, when you see around you, everything is object which can be seen and can be touched. So this definition we have studied. But there are some other objects which may or may not be seen and cannot be touched. So two types of objects are there. So these are called real world objects. So real world objects are of two types: tangible, intangible. Right? Tangible and intangible. So tangible objects are the objects which can be seen and can be touched. Like you can take any object, table, chair, AC, marker, everything is object which you see around, right? Intangible can be any concept, can be any event, or it can be any role. Like if you say email, this is also object, intangible. Teacher, student, sale, purchase, right? And every digital products are intangible products. So these are the few examples of intangible. So both are real world objects. And every object has some characteristics and behavior. For example, let's take this marker. This is an object and this object has some characteristics. So what are the characteristics of this object, this marker? White and blue in color, right? And cylindrical in shape. Now what is the behavior of this marker? Behavior means what is the role of this? So its behavior is it is used to write on the whiteboard, right? Let's take table. Like table has characteristics, it has 4 legs made from wood and brown in color, and table is used to keep your books. So these are the characteristics: color, 4 legs and made from wood. Now we are talking about behavior. Behavior, table is used to keep your books, right? To have your meals, to keep the study lamp. So these are the behavior. So every object has some, me and you are also object, fine. So every object has some characteristics and behavior, right? So I am writing here, real world object has some characteristics and behavior. Real world objects has some characteristics, or you can say attributes. Fine, characteristics or attributes. First thing. Second, behavior. So every object has these two: characteristics or attributes and behavior, right? So now if we see in programming, these real world objects are referred as software objects. In programming, these real world objects are referred as software objects, and these characteristics are referred as data members or member variables. Member variables. And behavior refer as member methods. Member methods or functions, you can say, right? So that's why we say in OOPS we can take any real world problem or situation by using the objects. So easily we can use the real world objects as software objects, fine? And characteristics will be referred as data members and behavior will be referred as member methods. So let's see, we will take some practical examples also. Now before seeing this, how to use these objects in a program, we will talk about class. So first we will understand what is class. This was object. So let's see. So these are the two main definitions of class. So first is, class is a blueprint or template for its objects. So it's a blueprint or template for its objects. And the second is, class is a representation of similar types of objects. Similar types of objects, like for example, I am taking car. So car is a class, and what are the objects of car? Like Maruti, Hyundai, Santro, fine, you can say Nano. So these are the objects of class car. So car is a class and these are the objects, right? So class is a representation of similar types. All are objects, right? Whatever the attributes and behavior of a class car is having, same attributes and behavior of the objects like Maruti, Hyundai, Santro, Nano have. Because these are also car, they also have the same characteristics and behavior as of class car. Okay, like flower, flower is also class, and the objects of flower will be lily, rose, jasmine. So different types of flowers are objects of the main class flower. Fine. Let's take one more example. I will tell you. Now we will see washing machine as a class, right? And its objects are LG, Samsung, Whirlpool. Then let's take one more, Onida, right? So in this, washing machine is a class and all these are objects of class washing machine. So in a factory, before the production of any washing machine, some specification is designed, some blueprint is designed. It's not like that कि कोई भी specification, कुछ भी कोई बड़ा सा कोई छोटा सा, एक specification, एक standard specification are designed. So that is called blueprint, right? And in case of washing machine, what is the blueprint of washing machine? Like few attributes are defined or characteristics you can say, like it's who is the maker, model number of the machine, color of the machine, like weight of the machine, color of the machine. So these are the few attributes, right? Same way, behavior also design. क्या क्या करेगा machine? Start wash होगा उसमें, stop wash होगा, right? Rinse होगा, rinse का option, easy wash, hard wash, delay wash. So these are the few behavior of washing machine. So this is the blueprint of class washing machine, class washing in general. So all the machine, whether LG, Samsung, Whirlpool, Onida, all follows this blueprint. It means all objects follows the same blueprint which are designed in class. Fine. So these are the blueprint, these are the attributes and behavior of a class. Now if I talk about any object like LG, right? So what will be object LG? So LG will share both attributes and behavior but having some its own definite value. Like in case of LG, make will be LG. In case of class, no values will be there, right? That is on general specification. But in case of object, they will share the same attributes and behavior but having their own definite values. So LG have some different value, like LG का maker है LG, model number कुछ होगा M002, color होगा let it be क्या दें black, weight होगा कुछ 78 kg, color twice I have taken, कैपेसिटी ले लेते हैं इसको, कैपेसिटी, राइट। कैपेसिटी कितना है, 12 kg, राइट। एंड दीज आर द बिहेवियर, कॉमन बिहेवियर्स. Same way Samsung is the another object, this is the object LG. Same way Samsung. तो Samsung में क्या क्या चेंजेस आएगा, मेक Samsung, उसका मॉडल नंबर डिफरेंट होगा, कलर में भी डिफरेंट होगा, वेट में भी डिफरेंट होगा और कैपेसिटी उसका अपना होगा. फाइन. सो व्हाट वी हैव ऑब्जर्व दैट objects, all objects share the same attributes and behavior but having its own definite value. That's why we call it object as the instance of class. Object as the instance of class, right? Now this is the real world object we were talking about. Now if the same I have to use in program, so what changes shall I do? These attributes and behavior will become, I told you just now, these attributes will become data members and these behavior will become member methods. Okay, I will show you by making the class. If the same I have to use in class, then how will I write? That's why we call that in Java we can take the real world problems very easily because we can take the objects. Chaliye, now let's see class. So same class if I have to make, I will write class washing machine. Check. M is capital, okay. Then brace is open. Then we will declare the attributes, or in programming we call it data members. So data attributes we have taken there: make, manufacture, then color, then weight, then capacity. So these were the data members we have taken. Of course some data types will be there. I'm not mentioning the data types right now. Okay, then member methods. What were the member behavior there? Start wash. So it will become member method here. So we will write as a member method, right? So it will have some body, stop wash, and so on. Then rinse, then whatever delay wash, easy wash we have taken. So all will become member method. So this sort of will become class. So these are the data member. Attributes will be referred as data members, and these behavior will be written as member methods or function. Both are same thing. Member methods. Right? So now we will define a class which is used in programming. So this is the definition of class in the terms of programming. What is the definition? Class is a group of data members and member methods. We have already done so many programs, and in that programs what we were doing? We were declaring the variables and we were using the only main method. Till now we were using only the main method. So one method, main method, and the others the data members, like, right? So but now onwards in class 10 we will talk about the user defined methods also. We can also define our own method, that we will discuss in the next video. Next video will be totally based on user defined methods, right? So what is a class? Class is the same thing. Class is a group of data members. Whatever variables we declare, these are the data members only, group of data members and the member method. So whatever methods, including the main method also, so whatever methods are there, combination of both these is a class, right? So now we will see what is object. What is object? We have already seen how to create object. So if this is a class, So how we will create the object of this class? So what is the syntax? Class name obj equals to new, there is no space, after new we will write class name and then braces, then semicolon, right? So this is the syntax to create the object. Class name obj equals to new class name, then braces, then semicolon. Fine. Now what is new here? New is a keyword or an operator which is used to allocate memory to the object of class. This is the new keyword or operator which is responsible to allocate memory to the object of class, right, at the runtime. So always remember. Now see, we have just studied that object is the instance of class, right, and creation of object is called instantiation. So creation of object is called instantiation. Instantiation. So it can be asked, what is instance? So creation, object is an instance, right? Object is an instance of class. What is instantiation? Creation of object is called instantiation. And how do we create the object of class? By giving this syntax, class name obj equals to new class name, then round braces or parenthesis, then semicolon. I hope it is clear. Now let's take small example. I am writing how to create the object. See, now let's make a class box, right? So what are the data members for this? Int, length, breadth and height. So these are the data members, right? Now if I declare some method, void get data, we will talk about these user defined function in next video. Let's take it method 1 and method 2, void display data. These are the two methods. So this is a class combination of data member and member method. See, we will practice the programs by making this class and creating the object. Now I am just showing you how to create a class and how to create the object separately, not in a single program. It's not a complete program, right? So I am writing separately. This is a class, and so how you will create the object of this class? You will write box b1 equals to new box, right? If this is a class, and how you will create the object of this class? Class name object equals to new class name, right? If you see this statement, there are two things, in fact the three things: declaration, instantiation and the initialization. So if I write box b1, so I have declared b1 variable of which data type? Class type, box type. It's a variable which is of class type box, because class is also data type, right? Non-primitive. So it's a variable. So what does it mean when you write this only? When you write this only, it means b1 referred to nothing. No object is created. No object is created by writing this box b1. b1 is a reference which refers nothing, because object will not create by writing this only. When the object will be created? When you write this complete. Box b1 equals to new box. So new, what new will do? New will allocate memory to the object, right? And what is the object? Instance of class. तो object में क्या होगा? Same LBH होगा, right? और same member methods होंगे, get data and display data, which and these data members having its own value, whatever it is. I am initializing with 0, 0, 0. So this is the object of box. This is the object. So new operator, listen carefully, what new operator does? New operator allocates memory for the object of box. So this is the object. Actually this is not the object. Don't get confused. Actually this is not the object, but we call it as object only. Actually क्या है, एक object create होगा, उसको memory allocate होगा, और B1 reference है जो point कर रहा है object को. B1 is a reference which refer to the object of class box, right? But generally we say B1 is the object. Okay, so don't get confused. I don't think it is given in your book, so don't, just for your understanding. Actually these are the references. In this case box B1 refers to nothing, because object will be created only when you give new. It's a new only which will allocate memory to the object of class, right, and return the reference to the this object. So B1 refer कर रहा है, B1 is a reference which refers to the object, right? So don't get confused. If you are getting confused, leave this part. You can say only B1 is the object of box. Or initialization, how the initialization done of data member, that we will do later in constructors and methods. Fine. So right now box B1, this is a syntax, and we call it object only. So B1 is the object, but actually it is a reference, right? Okay, so this was about object. I hope you have little bit idea that what is a class and how to create the object. And one more thing, you can create as many objects as you wish. Not only B1, you can create B2, B3, B4, as many as you wish. So that's why we call class as object factory. Class as object factory. Why we call as, see, as in a factory, similar types of products can be created, can be produced, right? So like same way in a class, similar types of objects can be created, and as many as you wish. So that's why it's a factory. Class is a factory of objects. As many objects, similar types of objects you can create in class. So if you want to write, you can write. Okay, I am rubbing the board, then I will give you definition. So in short questions, it might be asked, or it mostly asked actually, that why class is called object factory and why class is called a composite data type. So one by one we will see. So first is, class is also called an object factory because through class we can create the multiple objects of similar types. So this we have already discussed. Now we will see why class is called a composite data type. So answer will be, as class represents a number of similar or different data under single declaration, that's why class is a composite data type. Like in class we have different types of data. It can be int, it can be float, double, string. So different types of data we take, and there are many data, multiple data. So that's why we call it composite data. So when you define similar, it can be similar like int L, B, H we have written. So all are int only, or it can be different, int, string, float, double. So in both cases it will be called composite, but there should be multiple data. So when you define number of similar or different data under single declaration, एक ही declaration के अंदर है class, एक ही class के अंदर है different data, तो और similar data, that is called composite data type. So you can note down this definition. Right. So now we will see the difference between class and object, or you can say that we will summarize today's class. So first, class is the blueprint from which objects are created, right? And object is an instance of class. Second is, it is a logical entity. Class is a logical it is a physical entity. Why physical? Because it occupies space in memory, and class doesn't occupy space in memory, because new operator allocates the memory when the object is created, right? Then the third is no memory space is acquired when it is created. As I have just mentioned, that no memory space is acquired. When you define the class with data members and member method, no memory space is acquired, right? But memory space is allocated when an object is created. Last difference is class you define only once, but object you can create as many as you wish. That's why we call class as object factory. I hope all the differences are clear, but still if you have any doubt, do write me in comment box. I will definitely give you answer, and I will try to sort out all your problems. So that's it in this video. In the next video, we will talk about the user defined methods only. So thanks for watching. Thank you.